Hi everyone, today we are making this cute little Hermione cake topper for a Harry Potter theme cake, and if you have a little one who is a big fan of Hermione, then you must go and watch this video till the end. So I have rolled 2 teardrop black color fondant and I have secured it with a toothpick, and taking a skin color fondant I have rolled them into thin sausages. Now take very thin strips of white fondant and with help of a little bit of water just stick it around. Now this will make the socks of Hermione, and we will add the details a little later once it's a little settled. In these gum paste you can also add a little bit of Tylose to harden it up instead of using gum paste altogether. You can also do it with modeling paste, gum paste, any paste is okay, but for me fondant and mixing it with a bit of Tylose or CMC works much better for me. Now I have rolled a triangular shaped fondant to give the lower body a bit of volume, because I'll make a pleated skirt with black color fondant, and I would suggest that even inside the body of the skirt keep it black, because it might show from somewhere and it doesn't look great. So keep it black inside as well and trim whatever is excess and smooth it out from the sides. Now take your hands and fluff it up as much as you want. You can also insert some bit of rolled tissue paper. Now with help of a toothpick or any of your fondant tool, just mark some lines on the white portion of the socks. The toothpick was sticking too much. I switched to my fondant tool and it was much easier for me to do. Now I've rolled a triangular shape, not exactly triangular, somewhat oval if you can see from the video itself. So that creates the body of Hermione and also adds a little bit of bulk near the hip area. If you're wearing a robe on top, you need a little bit of bulk at the hip area that you have seen in her pictures. Now taking yellow and slightly maroonish to red color, the typical Harry Potter color, sausages, and joining each of them like so. Now I didn't need any water for it because my fondant was pretty moisturized, but just in case you think that you need a bit of water or edible glue, go ahead and add it, but do let it dry for a little before you start rolling or add a lot of cornstarch. Now I roll the fondant and wrap it around the neck. Now I'm taking a black color fondant and dusting it properly because I'll be rolling it really thin, and this fondant has Tylose powder mixed in it, so it will harden beautifully. I'm trying to create the robe just using a rectangular shape of black fondant. I sometimes find it's easier to cut with a sharp scale. Now this scale I use only for my cake decorating and nothing else. So I really enjoy cutting it from my scale, as you can see. I have already shared a couple of more videos about Harry Potter theme, and I will link all those in the description box for you. Do check them out. I have also shared a lot of cake recipes and cake decorating ideas, and do check me out on Instagram, where I post way more than what I am able to post on YouTube. I always say this because on Instagram we post a lot behind the scenes, and it's easier for us to post there. So do follow me on Instagram at Simply Amazing Life by Kaushiki. Now I've coming back, I've added a little bit of white fondant and added a little bit of details on the side to create book. Hermione without book is not, absolutely not right. So taking a black sausage and chopping it from between, and I'm trying to create the arms of Hermione. So on one hand, on the right hand, she'll have her wand, and on one hand she'll have the book. This is a typical style of Hermione. If you have noticed her all throughout, She always has a book in her hand and a wand in one hand. So we are just trying to recreate that. So it was not ready to stick on the black fondant. So I added a little bit of water and let it dry. Don't want to dry it completely, but just few minutes so that it is semi-dry and it's easier for you to maneuver, but at the same time it does not slide off. And if it is 100% dry, then it will break. So you want somewhere in between. So meanwhile that was drying, I started creating the face of Hermione, just checking the size of how much I need. So again, this is the same skin color fondant, and using my ball tool, I created the eye sockets. And I started with a tiny bit of nose, but I didn't like the look of it, so I removed it. Then rolling some white fondant and adding just plain water, nothing much. I added the eyes. If you're liking this video, then do consider to give this video a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And if at all you make this cake topper, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Simply Amazing Life by Kaushiki. I would love to see what you will create. So I'm just adding absolutely thin pieces of black color fondant. You can go ahead and do this with black edible paint as well, but I am doing it with fondant because I'm a little comfortable more with the fondant than with using thin brushes. So, but if your hands are super steady, go ahead and use black paint as well. Now creating some lines on this brown color fondant and snipping some bit out, so it gives you a very nice fringe like structure. And go ahead and add details with help of your Dresden tool, and with little bit of water I'll go ahead and stick this on top of her forehead, so this becomes her famous fringes. And the moment I add this fringes, I know that she's looking super adorable. Now taking a round shape of brown color fondant, I will go ahead and add that piece and snip the top off. So whatever is on the top, I'll just snip it off. Now I will start creating her beautiful curly hairs. It's very beautiful looking. So I'm using this plain brown color fondant. You can mix brown and black also to give a little bit of highlight if you want, and if you want to add a lot of detail into your cake topper. So I'm again using this shell tool. You can go ahead and use Dresden tool also, that's absolutely okay. It's just adds very quick lines on the fondant. And I'm so sorry, I'm a little out of focus here, but I have just attached those hair with help of water. I just didn't realize I was out of focus. I'm so sorry. So I'm just attaching these and trying to create curls at the end. So taking a oval shape fondant and running the shell kind of tool that you saw me using, just run through a couple of lines and curl the bottom by snipping them just the way I'm showing you in the video. So attach the rest of the fondant also in the same way. I used only water. You can go ahead and use edible glue as well. Just make sure do not apply too much, otherwise it will be difficult to handle. Attach the head on the body with the skewer that was attached, and add few more details. Add lines if you want to, whatever details you want to add on the hair. Though the hair will not be visible, it is placed in such a way that it won't be visible too much, but still just some details just adds an extra touch to the topper. We will add a little bit of detail in the eyes. I'm adding two white drops or dots in the eyes with white color. You can also add it with fondant. So I'll make a deathly hallows sign on the book. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. This means a lot to me. It keeps me motivated every time you leave a comment or you leave a like. It just brightens up my day. Also follow me on Instagram. As I mentioned, I post every single day on Instagram, and you see a lot of behind the scenes, what is happening in my life, and all knickknacks of daily life. So also tag me on Instagram just in case you plan to make this cute little topper for your Harry Potter themed cake. And with few other details, I think we are almost there. We almost finished with the topper. I'm adding a skewer in this hand. You can go ahead and add thick spaghettis in case you want to make it 100% edible. So you can always add thick spaghettis. This is how I make all the fingers, add details. Now cake decorating is all about details, details. The more you add, the more it looks prettier. I also made a very cute little Dobby, and I have a full tutorial of it on this channel, and I will link all those videos in the description box. Do check them out. I also added a little bit of pink dust to her cheeks just to add cuteness. You can also go ahead and add peach. I also added a little bit of dust on the nose area, and this is it. Thank you so much for watching.